My friends, at what is always called breaking news, a term, by the way, which I think is just overdone because everything's breaking if you think about it, versus developing. But anyway, Diddy's homes in LA and Miami were raided today as part of what appears to be a federal sex trafficking investigation. This is according to Fox News and everybody. And a lot of people are saying it's about time. But don't forget, everybody is presumed innocent and he's not guilty and blah, 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 blah. Okay, now that we get that out of the way. The raid was made, interestingly enough, by Homeland Security Investigations in the Holmby Hills area of the city in LA, according to Fox, who said it witnessed federal agents going into the home. How did it know about that? Kind of sounds like one of those Roger Stone raids. Interesting. No dark of night for these folks in the middle of the day. Interesting. Think about that. Now, the network, Fox, also cited a number of sources saying that a Miami home owned by Diddy, whose real name, of course, is Sean Combs, was also raided simultaneously or thereabouts. Now, the cops informed news folks that the feds moved in because they wanted to seize his phones, his computers, and laptops before a planned trip he was taking out of the country. Interesting. Out of the country, maybe to a country without extradition. I don't know. It's worth looking into. They also suggested and were claiming that there might be further raids on houses associated with Mr. Diddy in New York and Chicago, so stay tuned. Now, they had views, they had all these aerial views of drones and others showing DHS agents conducting their particular raid, while a number of people who left the house were detained. And that's kind of pursuant to regular search warrants and the like. They can arrest people in. But this is big. It's orchestrated. And it's to send the word out. Think about this. No 4 o'clock in the morning stuff. No Roger Stone raids. No ninjas in black outfits. This is a different story altogether. So what do you think this means? Want to read between the lines? Let's continue, shall we? Now, it seems that 3 other people were involved in this, a woman and 2 men who appeared to be arrested, apprehended, and in custody, according to some footage from TMZ, who always happens to be there. Isn't that something? That's for another show. Now, Mr. Diddy's sons, 30-year-old Justin and 25-year-old King, were both seen cuffed by the cops. Now, the home is owned by a division of Mr. Diddy's record company, Bad Boy Entertainment, interestingly enough, and one of his daughters. Now, both the Florida and the California raids were led by Homeland Security Investigations Human Trafficking Task Force, based on the search warrant that was issued by the Southern District of New York here in Manhattan, according to sources. At least 4 Jane Does and 1 John Doe have been interviewed by New York prosecutors in cases connected to the sex trafficking allegations and a RICO case. So think about this. 4 Jane Does and 1 John Doe interviewed by New York prosecutors in connection to the sex trafficking allegations and a RICO case. And we're not talking Georgia Fannie Willis RICO. We're talking the real thing. Now, the Mr. Diddy he was hit with 4 lawsuits accusing him of what amounts to, as has been said, historical sexual abuse in recent months, all of which, of course, he has denied. And it's unclear how these are connected and that sort of thing. So it's fascinating. Now, Mr. Diddy, whose real name is Sean Combs, was hit with a lawsuit last year from his former girlfriend, Cassandra. Interesting that Cassandra, you know the mythological reference, don't you? Anyway, Cassandra Ventura, who was a singer known as Cassie, whom he dated from 2005 to 2018. She alleged years of sexual abuse at Mr. Diddy's hands. Only, let me see this. Trying to review this. Yes, I believe let me see this. She alleged years of sexual abuse at Mr. Diddy's hands, only of the, I don't know what this means. I'm noticing more and more horrible misspellings, and I'm not just in one particular source, but anyway, let me let you read on, and I'll put a kind of a cover story here, and we'll go through that rather than spend or waste our time with this. Here's the bottom line. Number one, why are they hitting him? Why? Who's giving up on him? How does this work? Do you know, from R. Kelly on down, that cesspool, that rat's nest, that sewer called the entertainment business? Remember what Cat Williams said, not just rap, not just black entertainers, but everybody. Everybody. Why him? Now, me being Mr. Suspicious, former prosecutor, trial lawyer, I would say, who's giving him up? Why now? Why him? Of all the people, P. Diddy? Or is this to get him to freak him out? Have him flip? Have others flip? Did he do something? Why him? Why just him? If he is the only person, and if this is Homeland Security, and if they're really doing something involving sex trafficking, you would see scores of these folks, provided the information bears out. Now, remember, these are the same people who took forever to stop or to finally put an end to Epstein, and I'm not even going to get into that one. Also, this industry, right now, there are people freaking out. Why him? Who's not investigating? Now, let me explain something to you without going into detail and without being too specific. Everybody knows who the bad guys are. Everybody knows who are famous. Everybody knows who collectively have been sexual predators for years. Why him? I'm not saying he's not guilty or guilty, but why him? A couple of things. It's always interesting to note who is not arrested. It tells you how serious they are. Number two, is this just for show? Is there something? Why does this matter? The last thing in the world that the shadow government, deep state, these people want to do is go after the entertainment world, which basically allows them to do what they want. The entertainment world, remember what Breitbart said, one of the best lines, politics is downhill from entertainment. The entertainment world, these are the proxies, these are the thugs, these are the facilitators of this. Why? Now, I could sit here and ask you all kinds of questions. Why Diddy? What's Diddy going to say? Is this really about him? Why him? Why just him? And is he going to get the Epstein treatment? Remember, how many people out of the entire Epstein investigation, how many people other than Ghislaine Maxwell were ever arrested or charged? Nobody. And they've got him on tape. They've got tape. Listen to me, tape. From the 60s. They've got hard drives. They've got videos. They've got confessions. They've got everything. Nobody was charged. But did he or didn't he? Did he or didn't he? That's the issue. There's a pun there. So stay tuned, my friends. We're going to be talking more about this. But remember, rather than the facts of the case, this is interesting. The question is, what is this really about? And why are they going after him when they let everybody else go? And I say it for the millionth time, when nobody was charged with Epstein. Nobody. Ghislaine Maxwell? The only one? Even Andy? And what's going on with the Royals and Kate, they're going to lay off that one because, that's, insult to injury. This place is this system is so corrupt. Seriously, it's like it depends who you are and why him. Is this the show trial? Is this we're interested. It remains to be seen. All right, dear friends, like the video. Make sure you do this and make sure you subscribe. And also make sure you comment, specifically comment as you see fit.